got to make some adjustments on my offensive defensive line before I start playing. Stuff I can manage. I want to order my depth chart. My thing on getting players that's hurt. I got one more game for his suspension, but I can put him in now. Then my cornerback, like when Kelvin, he's out here. Jalen Mills take over 2. Pick Brooks, put him at 3. Speed 91, 90, 92. What? Yeah. You want to we got Brooks, 91 speed. Put them right there so they could be they're going to be putting the pressure on the ball. Awareness. You're going to look at McCullough awareness. 17. You're going to give him a shot at the safety, at the free safety spot. For the average team, CFOs are after cream. GMOs extracting genes with every one on my TV. The safety, you got to see everybody behind his come back there in key situations. He's a bum though, man. He's been fucking selling the Eagles out over there in that corner, man. Talking about he hurt and all that. Alright, let's get the game, man. Live on YouTube, man. No Philly finest, man.
You thought that I would lay down and die. Whoa, no. Demon fangs spitting in my cup all night long. Wheel your tongue at my throne of power. Oh, no. I never for a second thought that I was dead. Oh, no. I never for a second let you into my head, oh no. I'll take a bow and I'll show you how to survive.
Alright, let's get it rocking and rolling, man. I'm trying to see where I'm saying that on this right here. Let me hear how it sounds. 111 testing, mic check, 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 check.
everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's the Bills going up against the Eagles. So with that, we'll send you up to the Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, as we hand it over to our broadcasting team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Larry. It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look live there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. And, partner, following that tackle, you can talk defense or offense. Just want to ask you in general about this Eagles team that started so hot. Everyone was excited. What has happened in Philly since that 3-0 start?
Well, they've really been a tale of two teams. If you look back at their record, I think they're 4-1 at home. And the defense at home gives up about 13 points per game. On the road, more than double that. And the record flips. I think they're 1-6 on the road now. And Fletcher Cox, one of the better defensive linemen in the league, has now gone 8 straight games without a sack. They need more from him, and they need more from the rest of that defensive front that's supposed to provide pressure.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Buffalo Bills and the Philadelphia Eagles. There's a carry now for Mike Gillisley. And room there to work it inside the 25. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
That was a good, strong run there. While it won't pick up a first down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe something they can build on as this game continues.
On second down, here's Taylor. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. All right, let's take a look at the offensive starters and the second-round pick out of USC. One to talk about, Robert Woods.
I think a lot of people thought maybe he was ticketed for stardom coming out of USC. Has always been a great route runner. Much more of a complimentary receiver. But they could utilize that in a big way and have him open up things in the middle.
Taylor now to throw on third down. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT. And it appears they'll go for it here on fourth down. A big call on the game's opening drive. They'll run for it with Gillisley. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23.
Ooh, that's taking a real chance on the opening drive of the ball game. I get wanting to be aggressive, but you don't want to leave your defense in a bad spot right away. Fortunately, they're able to convert here on fourth down.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be second down. And the defense now for the Eagles.
Malcolm Jenkins entered the NFL as a cornerback and has transitioned to safety, but still retains his good coverage skills.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. On second down, Taylor. And that's incomplete. Percy Harvin, the intended receiver there. And it'll bring up third down.
I remember growing up playing basketball. My coaches always talked about communicating on defense, making sure you talk on defense, know where your screens are, know where the cuts are coming from, who has who. But guess what? It's the same thing in football. Even though there's more noise out there, you can hear all the screams of screen, screen. This defense, the bench, everyone let them know what the play was, and that's why they're able to react and knock the ball away.
Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver, and now it's fourth down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, That's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. So it's our visitors who make the first dent in the scoreboard as they get 3 here on the initial drive of the ball game.
Yeah, it's hard to say who actually won that opening drive. On the one hand, anytime you can come in as a road team and get an early lead, you're going to be thrilled. But at the same time, to have the ball as deep in enemy territory as they did and come away with only 3, that's got to be a little bit of a disappointment.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now Wentz. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll... It's incomplete. And the tight end, Zach Ertz, is key in this offense as we get a look at the starters.
Comes out of the factory known as Stanford, which keeps putting out tight ends. Zach Ertz, one of the better ones we've seen in recent years.
Second down now after the incompletion. And they're definitely showing blitz here. Now the former Oregon man, this is Kenyon Barner. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. Now Wentz will keep it. Only a pickup of 2, but that's all they needed for the first.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Now this time, Wentz will throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. A first down screen pass, good for 5. Quickly now, a look at the Buffalo defense.
Stephon Gilmore gets better and better every year, continues to excel in pass coverage.
5 yards left for the offense. It's second down. A first carry for Wendell Smallwood. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. Couple of Bills team up to bring him down there.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And he's got room. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And they give this time to the tailback. And a short gain down to about the 33. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of just 2. And just like that, it's 3rd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
In the red zone this time. Time running out here on the play clock. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a 1st down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
This is turning into a bit of a death march here, the 13th play of this drive. The play clock's running down. On 2nd down, here's Wentz. Being chased out left. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. So the youngster able to use the legs to pick up the first.
And one of my pet peeves when they see this guy play, when Carson Wentz takes off running the football, I always hear people go, oh, he's sneaky athletic. No, he's athletic. Watch him do it. He's an integral part of the quarterback run game, and he gets it done very, very well.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Ryan Matthews, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles have taken the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Now after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And here come the Bills. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Hey, what about some division race talk while we have a second? 3 really close ones. NFC South, AFC South, AFC North, all log jams at the top.
I'll start with the AFC North. Baltimore and Pittsburgh both at 7-5. Baltimore holds a tiebreaker by virtue of their win over Pittsburgh. They play again on Christmas Day. How about the NFC South? Atlanta and Tampa Bay, both 7-5. They've split their season series, and Atlanta holds the tiebreaker right now with a better divisional record. These races are going down to the wire.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On first down, it's Taylor. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, and it's second down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Second and 10, it's Taylor again. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. And here's the first carry of the game for the former Eagle, LaShawn McCoy. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. So here we go, first and 10 now. And they'll keep on the ground with McCoy. And he's brought down. Well, this past week, he led all rushers on Sunday, did McCoy. 130 yards on the ground. And he did that on just 17 carries.
He also caught the ball pretty well, too, didn't he, partner? Would he have 7 catches in that game?
61 yards.
And how about his recuperative powers? Because a couple weeks ago in Cincinnati, he hurt his thumb, and that necessitated surgery on Monday after a Sunday game. He played the very next week, so 2 weeks later, he's running and catching with abandon.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They come up in an offset eye. They'll run with Gillisley. And he'll take this down just... Now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. They'll pitch it out to McCoy. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Whenever I go to a team's practice facility and watch them work, I love to watch the defensive guys in what they call pursuit drills. The ball goes either towards them or away from them. How fast will they respond? On this play, the defensive end responded better than anyone and made a really nice play.
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. They'll try and throw for it with Taylor. And this is incomplete. Well, Charles, making a quick pivot, cleats have been a big topic of conversation for a lot of reasons this year, but the my cause, my cleats thing that's going on in the league, that's pretty cool. Players essentially putting the charity of their choice on their cleat and putting money towards that charity. A neat thing.
A very neat thing, and what I took away from it more than anything else is the diversity of causes out there. So when you look at what these guys were representing and wanting to get their message out, think to yourself, these guys are not one-dimensional people. It's not just simply football. It's football, family, friends, causes, and these guys really care about what they were doing.
If you want to learn more about it, by the way, it's NFL.com/mycausemycleats. And the hard count got the defense there, encroachment, and the 5-yard penalty. They'll come out in the pistol.
Here we go now. Let's go. Here we got Mike, number 53. Mike. No. Watch it now, Barney. All right, now, look. Watch twist.
Wins to throw on 2nd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
So 3rd and 5, 3rd and medium here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So on 4th down, here's the veteran left-footed punter Donnie Jones to kick it away. Back deep for Buffalo, the dangerous Reggie Bush. That's taken on the 25. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And possession will change here with very little time remaining until halftime. And now out come the Bills. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here we go.
They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And they'll keep it on the ground with McCoy. And he cuts it back left. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. And this one's incomplete. Jordan Matthews, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd. Now Wentz on 3rd down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Here's Donnie Jones now, standing just outside his own goal line. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the 2nd half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out.
Trying to get it to Harvin, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Here's Wentz to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So the offense able to recover the fumble, but it's 3rd down now.
No, check, Patrick. Here we go. Patrick. No, check, Patrick. Now, Barney. No, check, Patrick.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. He's going to wind up and air it out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Brandon, what we just saw there is something we hear from coaches throughout the league. How are you going to defend what they call the moment of truth ball, meaning a 50-50? The ball's in the air, defenders there, receivers there. Who's going to make a play on the football? And in this case, the defensive guys actually got it done and knocked it away.
And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Now Taylor down around his goal line. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. And a nice pitch and catch to pick up the reception against man coverage.
Both of them read how much yardage they needed, figured what they had to do, and were able to beat the man coverage for the completion.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. And the defense will try and pin their ears back and get pressure again here after the sack. It's third down. Play action. It's Taylor. He's got time. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, fourth down. Here's Colton Schmidt now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Now Sproles. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. That one goes for 24 yards.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. Nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
They'll run. It's Barner. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
The way he roared up and made that play, that tells me that he spent a lot of time in the film room analyzing what this offense does, and he saw something that convinced him he didn't have to worry about the pass. He could just go right now and make a play. I think if you're the offensive team, you better file that away a little bit. Maybe think about some play action down the road. You might catch him deep.
5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with third and about 6 yards to go. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now Barner. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And Sturgis able to knock it through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So, Charles, I think from a defensive perspective, you have to look at that field goal there and consider it a win.
You were able to keep them within a touchdown, so no question about it. That was the kind of stand that keeps you in ball games.
Now it's Sturgis converted on the field goal. Now he'll send this one away on the kickoff. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And the Bills offense comes out ready to take over. And last time out they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up. But you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. Wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. From the gun, it's Taylor. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. He's going to air this out deep for Harvin. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And out now come the Eagles. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
They've got tight left. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Key him. Key the tight end. Here we go.
Now Wentz on the bootleg. He targets Jordan Matthews, and it's caught. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Play clock winding down. First down, a run with Smallwood. And 3 yards there, takes him to the 45. Lorenzo Alexander brings him down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments of this one. A handoff left. It's Ryan Matthews. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So 2nd and 10 here. They'll run it now with Barner. And he's brought down. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side.
And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Second down following the run.
Here we go now. Detroit! Detroit!
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
He's back to throw. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one. Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. This is McCoy. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Well, there's an example of patience being rewarded. Ran the ball on first down and got stuffed. Most people would scream, throw the ball here in this situation. They stayed with their roots, stayed with running the football, and they got rewarded.
Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
They'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, but now it's first and goal. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the and it's caught. It's a touchdown with zeros on the clock. And an extra point will send us to OT.
And that touchdown means a decision has to be made. Do they kick the PAT and tie it up, or do they go for 2 and try and win it right now?
And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now for the all-critical extra point. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. 10th carry now for Ryan Matthews. And some room to roam now. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Well, you never know what you're going to expect when you come to the stadium to call a game. Sometimes you get good ones, sometimes you get bad ones, sometimes you get great ones, and that's what we had here. What an exciting finish on that last big play.
And I think that as we look at it, when you're talking about a great finish, which went along with a game that obviously was dramatic because we did get into overtime, what type of play calls do you have left? What have you not shown? Or what have you made an adjustment to what you've worked out all the way through is going to give you the play we saw to win the game? Because I know everyone's thinking that that was something that they just drew up. It might have been something they've been working on, and now they got the right matchup.
And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gordon saying so long, everybody.
Let's see that highlight for the win. That was a nice win right there. Look at that. Oh. He was like in a blitz. Look, no safety back. Dang. It was lights out, baby. It was lights out. Lights out, baby. Lights out, baby. That's in there, baby. Touchdown. I ain't get no pressure. Number 21. They say all you gotta do is throw it wherever 21 at and he get burnt. That's why I was watching Breakfast in Philadelphia this morning. Eagles talk show, man. 21, I took him out my starting lineup, man. He's trash, man. Kelvin is a bum. They said find number 21. That's what they said this morning, and it's a touchdown. That was a quality win right there. Let's get another one.
Everybody, I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be 2 quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's the Broncos going up against the Eagles. So let's send you up to Pennsylvania. Standing by in Philadelphia are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Larry, thank you. We are just off I-95 at the home of the Eagles, Lincoln Financial Field on the south side of Philadelphia. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Denver Broncos and the Philadelphia Eagles. Halfback sent in motion. On 1st and 10, Simeon. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. The offensive lineup now, and the guy we highlight, Emmanuel Sanders.
You can use him in any spot as a wide receiver. In the slot, out wide, it doesn't matter. He just makes plays.
2nd down to the offense in search of 6 yards. Now the former Utah man, this is Devontae Booker. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
That play never got off the ground because of the defensive front. They owned the offensive line, which allowed the linebackers to see their openings and run straight to the ball. That's why that play just never had a chance.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Off of play action, Simeon got a man. He finds Sanders. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Booker on 1st down. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Speaking of Booker, still really hasn't gotten on track, has he? Did have a touchdown, but only 35 yards on 18 carries last week.
Things have been a little more workmanlike with him, and you expect a few more of those slasher-type runs, you know, those 10-plus yard carries that move the chains and give your team a little bit of excitement. They were starting to get some of that from Capri Bibbs. Remember him out of Colorado State, but he's actually hurt an ankle as well, so Devontae Booker's going to have to carry the load for a while.
On 2nd down, here's Simeon. This is Booker on the dump off. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Simeon on 1st down. Catch here, left side, Thomas. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. And we peek at the defense now for Philadelphia.
Benny Logan has the body of a defensive end, but the skill set of a defensive tackle. It's very difficult for offensive guards to block.
So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9.
Let's go. 319. 319.
The tight end changing his position. A 2nd down carry for Booker. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. On 1st down, Simeon. His throw incomplete. Demarius Thomas, the intended receiver, and now it's 2nd down.
The out route's such a timing route that sometimes the guy throwing the ball just throws it almost blindly, just kind of counts on that timing winning. And in this case, the ball was batted away.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. Give, running right, it's Booker. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. Throwing on nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Does the big boy have the juice? 30, 20, 10, and he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. It gives some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. They go play action here on 1st down. And right away, he lost the football. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line.
As you and I both know, one reason teams script plays to start a game is so they can practice them ahead of time. I will guarantee you that fumble was not in the script.
You don't think they had fumble written next to play 1 there?
No, that was never in the script because they want to have good memories when they go into a ball game, not something that could have gone wrong.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. On the ground, the first carry for Ryan Matthews. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Ryan Matthews, a 15-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And Denver getting set to take the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
The drive starts with Devontae Booker, and he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Hurry up, here we go. Green. Over. Gun. Set. Blue, landing. No.
To throw on second is Simeon. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. Now a first down throw. Simeon looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. And Green with a catch left side. And 15 yards there on the catch and run. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now's a play caller. Because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football.
And all the way home for a Broncos score. Demaryius Thomas, 32 yards. And the Broncos draw a bit closer. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And as the Eagles come back out on offense, let's just talk about their run production in that game you called for them against Cincinnati. You said, what, they were hoping to get 30 rushes out of that game, but they didn't get there, did they?
No, they didn't even come close to that. They want 30 runs strictly from the running back position. They wanted to take Carson Wentz's scrambles and called quarterback runs out of that equation. They ended up combining for 53 rush yards for the entire game. Wendell Smallwood was the lead ball carrier. Darren Sproles played with a broken rib, so they didn't expect to get much out of him running the ball, and they didn't throughout the game.
So the stop there made by Bradley Roby, who had a 51-yard pick six against Jacksonville. Oddly, that was his second 51-yard pick six of the season.
Maybe he should play those numbers in the lottery, right? I mean, that's got to count for him. But you know what I like most about Bradley Roby? His attitude. Because he was a first-round pick. He's not a starter, quote-unquote, because he's got to sit behind Chris Harris and sit behind Aqib Talib. But as the third corner, he's a lockdown guy. Remember what he did with Greg Olsen in the Super Bowl? Shut him down for the Panthers.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Down the numbers. There he goes. Past the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Kenyon Barner, 74 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
Now after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
On 1st and 10, Simeon. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, no kickers on the field right now, but did want to discuss Justin Tucker and how he made headlines this last week, kicking a kickoff through the uprights, and his coach suggesting, maybe in jest, that, hey, we should get a point for that. What do you think?
I like the fact that he brought it up and turned into a topic of conversation. I'm very leery about gimmicking up the game. I like the authenticity of our game as it is. I don't want to see people getting that when all of a sudden we're aiming for the goalpost and everybody's going to go out and get this big-legged kicker who can do that and just give a point or maybe, move the starting point for the defense. No, I'm not in favor, but it's a good discussion point. Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass.
Here we go now. Detroit. Set.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He loses 4, and it brings up 4.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
On 4th down, it's Riley Dixon on now to kick it away for Denver. Back deep is Darren Sproles. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Now they'll run it on the taunts. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And the 2-minute warning lurking. This will probably be the last play before we hit it.
Yeah, they want to get themselves in position to score in this last shot before the clock hits.
They'll come out in the pistol. On second down, Ryan Matthews. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Eight yards still remaining here on third down.
Here we go now. Green 39.
Now Wentz on third down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds up near midfield at the 49.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
No. Check. Patriot. Patriot. Now let's go.
They run again with Barner. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Again, we'll see the pistol here.
Here we go now. 319. 319. Watch him now, Barney.
To throw, it's Wentz. And able to complete it to Green Beckham. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. And now they're in the hurry-up. Throwing on first is Wentz. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. 4 yards on the pickup, and it's a second down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. They come up in an offset eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And this seemingly endless drive continues. Here comes the D swarming to the line. And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. They went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th.
One thing I know, defensive coaches love it when they don't have to invite their players to the party. This strong safety, you never have to ask him twice to help and run some.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So now on is Caleb Sturgis for the Eagle field goal. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And Sturgis able to knock it through, and that will extend their lead even further. It's a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they get the field goal near the end of the first half to expand that lead.
Yeah, that's got to feel good, but they can't let up. Now on the kickoff, they've got to make sure they don't give up a big return or big yardage to set up the other team for one last chance to score themselves.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers.
Here we go now.
They'll start out on the ground with Booker. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. And they're going to speed things up here.
You don't have to be a finished product to show some pretty good glimpses of what could be in this league. And we just saw an example of it on that nice run there. When I looked at him coming out of college, I saw a guy with raw, terrific ability. And I couldn't wait to see how it was going to be harnessed and polished up in the NFL. In fact, some people thought he could play a little slot receiver as well as run the football. This guy has the ability to be a big-time player with more seasoning.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They come up in an offset eye. Second half starts with a run by Ryan Matthews. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. So the D-line's going to spread out. Now they'll run it on the toss. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. It's the linebacker, Brandon Marshall, there on the tackle. And quickly they get to the line. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1. Here's Donnie Jones now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. Time running out here on the play clock. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
Thomas, the lone receiver, left. And they will not get the snap off here. This is going to back them up halfway. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. From the end zone, Simeon. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. To throw on second is Simeon. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Now it's Simeon. And this is going to be incomplete. He was looking for Jordan Norwood that time, and it brings up fourth down.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Sproles, the return. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Nelson Aguilar, 42 yards. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Now after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked somewhere else, and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
Thomas, the lone receiver, left. And the back goes into motion. Here's Simeon now on second down. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Here we go now. 3-19.
On first down, Simeon. On the right side, caught by Green. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island. All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56. On
second down. Here's Simeon. Left side here to Sanders. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Simeon wants to throw on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And it's 4th down.
On 3rd and 1, I think everyone in the stadium thought they'd try and run the football there, but they tried to surprise the defense and hit something through the air. Instead, it results in an incompletion.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They're going to go. It's Booker. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over.